I, the Lord your God, speak directly into your spirit with a message that cannot wait, a message that carries the weight of heaven and the urgency of eternity. Archangel Michael has been standing by you, trying to whisper, trying to get your attention, and today he says clearly, your miracle will happen in 2 minutes after you see this secret. It is only for you. A good news is coming to your house. You always skip, but you must not skip this now. Open it immediately. I have seen the nights when you have cried in silence, when no one understood the heaviness you carried, when you questioned if I still remembered you. I have been watching every detail of your life, every injustice you endured, every betrayal you faced, every closed door that made you feel unworthy. Yet, I have been storing up blessings, waiting for the exact moment to release them, because my timing is perfect. And now that time is today. This moment is not ordinary, it is divine. The angels are holding back nothing anymore. The gates are opening, and my hand is about to deliver what you thought was impossible. For too long, you have lived with delay, with disappointment, with unanswered questions. You have walked roads where others mocked your faith. They doubted if you would ever rise, if you would ever see joy again. But I, the Lord, say, your season of waiting is over. Your miracle has been signed in heaven. It carries your name. It is sealed with my authority, and no power of darkness can block it. Archangel Michael is standing as your defender, ensuring that nothing interferes with this release. Do not skip this word. Do not treat it lightly. For the heavens are aligning right now in your favor. 2 minutes after your spirit fully receives this, you will feel the shift. Something in your house, something in your atmosphere, something in your life will suddenly begin to move. Good news is coming to your door. A messenger is on the way. A financial release, a healing breakthrough, a long-awaited reconciliation, a door of opportunity, whatever the enemy tried to bury is about to spring forth. I am tired of watching you doubt yourself. I am tired of seeing you think you are forgotten. I am tired of the enemy whispering lies into your mind. That ends today. My word is final. My promise is unshakable. My love for you is eternal. You are not abandoned, you are chosen. You are not overlooked, you are favored. You are not broken, you are being rebuilt into something greater. This is why Archangel Michael keeps pressing you, because time is short, and the release is immediate. The enemy wants you to skip, to scroll past, to ignore, but I say this is not the hour to dismiss my voice. This is your confirmation. This is your divine signal. Heaven is declaring over you right now, your life is shifting in 2 minutes. Your blessing is arriving. Your miracle is breaking through the barriers that once held it back. I have seen the secret prayers you never told anyone. I have seen the weight on your shoulders that you carried alone. I have seen the moments you thought, maybe it's too late for me. But I am the God of perfect timing. And I am saying, it is not too late. It is right on time. Archangel Michael stands with the sword of fire, cutting through every chain around your destiny. Every delay, every blockage, every plot of the enemy is being destroyed. What you will see after this moment will shock those around you. They will wonder how it happened so quickly, how everything turned around in your favor. But you will know, it was my hand, it was my mercy, it was my promise fulfilled. Child, this is not for everyone. This message is sealed with your name. It is personal, it is intimate, it is divine. Others may pass by, but you cannot. This is the secret you must receive. Heaven has already approved your miracle, and in 2 minutes, the manifestation begins. Archangel Michael is carrying this word directly into your heart. Do not ignore this message, for it is not ordinary, it is not common, and it is not given to everyone. This message is sealed with your name upon it, and it is meant to awaken you to the truth that your miracle is closer than you have ever imagined. You have waited, you have prayed, you have struggled through nights of tears and days of heaviness, but I am telling you now that your miracle will happen in 2 minutes after you see this secret, and it is only for you. You always skip, you always hesitate, but this time do not skip. This time open your heart, open your ears, open your spirit, because I am pouring into you what heaven has been preparing for you. A good news is coming to your house. It is already dispatched from heaven, and the angel has been assigned to bring it into your life. I see your tears, I see the times when you thought no one understood you, no one cared, no one stood with you. I saw when people betrayed you, when they used your kindness and left you broken. I watched when they spoke behind your back, yet pretended to love you. And through all of this, you thought I was silent, but I was not. I was preparing the moment for your breakthrough. This moment, this very day, September 4th, is not ordinary. It is a divine mark on your destiny. Archangel Michael has been wrestling for you, pushing back the dark forces that tried to shut your mouth and steal your blessing. That is why he says, your miracle will happen in 2 minutes after you see this secret. Because it is not delayed anymore, it is not blocked anymore, it is not postponed anymore. I want you to know, my child, that every delay in your life was not a denial. Every "not yet" you experienced was a preparation for now. Every time you thought you were forgotten, I was writing your name in the book of remembrance. Every prayer you thought bounced off the walls, I caught them. I stored them, and today I am answering them. This good news is not something small, it is something that will shake your house with joy. It will surprise even those who doubted you. They will watch with open mouths, because what I am about to do will silence your enemies. You are chosen, not by chance, not by mistake, but by divine selection. And because you are chosen, the battles you faced were not ordinary battles. You fought against unseen hands, and yet you survived. You fought against heavy storms, and yet you are still here. That is because I carried you when you could not walk, I lifted you when you thought you were falling, and I protected you when the enemy was planning traps. Today I am declaring over you that your house will be filled with good news. A miracle is entering in the form of provision, in the form of restoration, in the form of healing, in the form of reconciliation. What was broken will be repaired, what was lost will be restored, what was hidden will be revealed, and what was stolen will be returned multiplied. You must not ignore this. You must not brush it aside as just another message. This is not just words, it is spirit and life being released into you. I am opening the windows of heaven over your life. I am sending angels into every area where you have struggled. In your finances, they are going to unlock resources. In your family, they are going to restore peace. In your health, they are going to bring strength. In your relationships, they are going to repair what was destroyed. And in your destiny, they are going to open doors that no man can shut. You must understand, my beloved, that timing is everything in the Spirit. There is a moment when the heavens align, when your name is called, when the seals are broken. That moment is now. That moment is here. And I am commanding you, do not skip, do not ignore, do not allow doubt to rob you. Because in 2 minutes after you see this secret, your miracle will manifest. This is the instruction of Archangel Michael, who has been assigned to guard your destiny. He has been standing by, waiting for the exact moment when heaven's order would release your miracle. That moment is today. You may say to yourself, "But Lord, I am not worthy." You may look at your mistakes, your weaknesses, your failures, and wonder if this is really for you. But I say to you, my grace covers you. My mercy restores you. My love chooses you. This is not because of what you did, but because of who I am. I am the God who keeps promises, I am the God who never fails, I am the God who turns ashes into beauty. And today I am turning your ashes into beauty. I am turning your mourning into dancing. I am turning your emptiness into overflow. There are people who laughed at you when you cried, but they will watch you laugh while you rise. There are people who mocked you when you were down, but they will watch you be lifted higher than ever. There are people who thought they buried your name, but I am resurrecting your name before their eyes. And when they see it, they will know that I am the Lord who is with you. Child, hear me. This is not something to take lightly. This is not something to postpone. It is urgent. It is immediate. It is for you. Your miracle will not wait another month, another week, another day. It is moving now. And when it arrives, it will change everything. Beloved, listen closely because this word is not ordinary. Today, the 4th of September, carries a weight of heaven's intention. God says this message is written under your name, sealed with His Spirit, and released by the voice of Archangel Michael. He is saying to you right now, your miracle is moving toward you, and within 2 minutes after your heart opens to this word, you will feel the shift. Do not skip. Do not ignore. This is your confirmation that good news is entering your house. You have been praying, waiting, hoping, and sometimes doubting. Yet heaven has not forgotten you. The silence you endured was not abandonment, it was preparation. The angels stood around your life, protecting you when you did not even see the danger. Today, Archangel Michael is speaking because heaven's clock has struck. This is your time. This is your hour. This is the release of what you thought was lost forever. The secret is this: heaven has been watching the way you endured storms. You wanted to give up, but you kept going. You wanted to break, but you still held on. That is why this miracle is for you, and only for you. The door that was locked will open. The call you've been waiting for will arrive. The letter of approval, the news of breakthrough, the unexpected blessing, it is already moving toward your hands. Don't skip. Stay connected. Your obedience is the key that unlocks what is being released now. Archangel Michael says, you always skip when heaven calls you. But not this time. This moment is too urgent. The blessing prepared has your name carved into it. No enemy, no delay, no betrayal can stop it anymore. The order has been signed. The command has been issued. Within 2 minutes of receiving this word, your spiritual atmosphere will shift. And I, God, say unto you, I am entering your house with good news. You thought I was far, but I have been arranging what you could not see. Today is marked by heaven as the day of divine reversal. The very thing that was meant to break you will become the reason for your celebration. I am not late, and I am not silent. I am on time. The 2 minutes represent urgency. Heaven cannot wait anymore. Your name is being announced in the Spirit. Every hidden enemy who whispered against you will be silenced. Every person who doubted you will see the evidence. Every door that was closed will swing open. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are chosen. Do not try to skip this. This is not a random word, it is your appointed word. Your miracle, your breakthrough, your testimony is already walking toward your house. Good news is about to knock at your door. Heaven is releasing a sound over you that cannot be denied. Today, September 4th, I speak to you with a nearness that is closer than your breath and gentler than the light that slips through your window at dawn, and I say to you that I have not forgotten you, I have not delayed you, and I have not misheard a single whisper of your heart. I have watched you stand at thresholds and turn away because fear painted shadows larger than truth, and I have watched you do good in secret and receive little thanks. and I have counted every tear that never reached your cheek, and I have stored them as seeds that are about to break open into gardens you did not plant. Do not harden yourself against this because it sounds too beautiful. Do not push away what you have secretly longed to believe, and do not stand outside your own celebration. Come inside, now, for I have set a table for you and it is warm with the fragrance of what is next. I speak, and Archangel Michael stands on your right hand to confirm this word with the strength of a sword that never misses, and he says the message many have tried to hush in you. Your miracle will happen in 2 minutes after you see this secret. It's only for you, for the timing is not measured by the minutes on your wall but by the moment your heart opens its door. There is a crossing that appears ordinary to other eyes but is holy to mine, and it is the step you take when you decide you are worthy of my goodness today, not after you fix everything, not after you become someone else, but now, exactly as you are. This is the secret. The gate was never locked, only waiting for your yes. And in your yes is the door through which good news is already walking toward your house, carrying your name like a banner, carrying peace like fire that warms but does not burn, carrying resolution to the questions that have torn your thoughts at night. You have said, maybe I imagined all the signs, and maybe I'm asking for too much, and maybe I missed my turn. But I tell you the truth, you did not miss your turn. I paved another way under your feet while you slept, and the road you are on, though it bends, still leads directly to the place I promised. Lift your eyes, beloved, and see how the horizon shifts when hope re-enters the room. See how the colors return to the walls of your future. See how the heaviness you wore like a cloak begins to loosen at the shoulders. This is not imagination, this is visitation. I have dispatched messengers to your doorstep, and their knock will sound like ordinary opportunity, like a message you could ignore, like a call you might not return, like a door you might hesitate to open because you have been trained by disappointment to be careful with joy. But hear me, I am in the ordinary today, I am hiding the extraordinary in the everyday, and if you will answer promptly, you will discover treasure under plain wrapping. Do not say, later, for later has robbed you too many times. Do not say, after I feel braver, for courage is born during the step, not before it. Give me your hand as a child gives a hand to a father at the curb, and you will cross safely into what seemed impossible yesterday. You always skip when your soul trembles, you always skip when the wind of my spirit presses at your back and you fear losing control. You always skip because some memory tells you blessing cannot be that close, but I counsel you tenderly, do not skip this, do not let your own habit become your thief. You asked me for clear direction, and I made the arrow bright. You asked for confirmation, and I sent this sentence to meet you where you are reading. You asked for a sign, and I wrote your name in the mouth of comfort itself. What more shall I do to convince a heart I already chose before the mountains learned their shape? Michael speaks over you now with a voice that steadies storms, saying that the good news is already at your door, that the hinges of delay have been loosened, that the clutter piled at the threshold of your life is being cleared by unseen hands. He says, keep your door open to hope, and stand where you can see the street, for what comes next will not require you to chase it. it will arrive as a guest that knows your address, because I placed the directions within it. I have watched the rooms of your house, the corner where you keep the small box of letters and plans, the quiet table where you do your counting, the place on the floor that creaks when you walk during the night. I have seen the room that holds your laughter and the other room that holds what you do not talk about. I am God in all those rooms, and I am God at your threshold today, and I am God on the path of the courier of glad tidings approaching. The good news is not fragile, it will not be lost because a cloud passed over the sun, it will not be scattered because one voice doubts. I have sealed it with my name, and I have appointed time and place to meet it. Your role is not to worry it into existence but to welcome it with thanksgiving and to act on the doors I open as if you truly believe I opened them. The secret I unveil to you now is mercy in motion. You are not behind, you are being carried. You are not under judgment, you are under rebuilding. You are not a problem to fix, you are a promise being fulfilled. Shame has told you lies about the timeline, fear has told you stories about scarcity, memory has rehearsed your failures as if they were prophecies, but I break that chorus and give you a new song. One that sounds like unlocked windows, like curtains moving with fresh air, like keys turning in familiar locks that finally open. Sing this within yourself. Today I received what was already mine. Today I walk into the room I kept circling. Today I treat good news as my portion, not as a rumor. Your miracle is not only an event, it is also a sight. Eyes that see me with you where you assumed you were alone. It is also a strength. Hands that try again where they had given up. It is also a favor, faces turning toward you with kindness that surprises you. And yes, it is also a result, an answer, a release, a provision, a reconciliation, a paper signed, a door unbolted, a phone ringing with what you hope to hear. But before the event, let your seeing change. For the first 2 minutes. After you read these words are holy, you will choose whether to continue living by the last disappointment or to live by this fresh word. Choose this word, align your posture with it, stand up inside your spirit, breathe in and say, I agree, and heaven will lean closer. I have assigned Michael and those with him to keep away the thieving crows that once pecked at your harvest before you could gather it. They will stand sentry at your boundaries while you step forward without flinching. The agreements you make today with peace and trust will become hedges that protect your new growth. Be simple in your obedience. Answer the message. Send the application. Receive the meeting. Make the call. Open the envelope. Step into the room, light the lamp, treat yourself as someone I delight to bless. When doubt whispers that you are presumptuous, remind it that humility is not the refusal of gifts but gratitude for them. When fear warns that joy never lasts, remind it that I am the one who makes joy your strength, not your weakness. I have walked through your story and placed soft glowing markers at the places where you felt abandoned so that when you revisit them with me you will see they were not dark but dimly lit by my patience. I held your hand when you could not see in the hallway between seasons, and I hid you under the wing of timing when enemies searched for you. I am bringing you out now not angrily but easily, like dawn moves a night aside, and I am kissing the places of your soul that learned to brace for impact so they can learn instead to lean into kindness. Today, September 4th, I changed the scent in your house from worry to expectancy. Today I untie the knot in your stomach. Today I smooth the lines your mind drew as fences. Today I reintroduce you to the word soon, not as a tease but as a faithful horizon. You will see that the conversation that once stalled will flow, the human heart that once hardened will warm, the paper that once waited will be signed, the road that once closed will open with an usher's grace, the work of your hands will attract the right eyes, and what felt like barren ground will show green at the edges. I am not promising you a life without weather. I am giving you a life with shelter and guidance. When rain comes, you will have a roof. When sun blazes, you will have shade. When wind rises, you will have anchors, and in calm days you will have laughter that sounds like wind chimes you forgot you owned. All this is part of the good news that is entering your address even now. Do not magnify the voice that says, "It is too late," for that voice was never mine. Do not rehearse the story that says, "Nothing ever changes," for change has been the very pattern of your days, even when you could not feel it. See how your endurance has grown, how your discernment has sharpened, how your boundaries have been anointed, not to keep love out but to keep you whole. I am proud of the quiet ways you chose what was right when applause would have chosen what was easy. I am proud of the honesty you kept when deception offered shortcuts. I am proud of the tenderness you practiced with yourself on mornings when you felt unworthy of tenderness. I crown those choices today with new opportunity that fits them. Walk into rooms as one who belongs because you belong where I lead you. You have asked me whether you should fight or rest, and I answer, do both in the right measure. Fight the lie that you are alone, rest in the truth that I am with you. Fight the urge to sabotage joy, rest in the ease of being loved. Fight the patterns that keep you small, rest in the largeness of my plans. And when you do not know which is which, whisper my name and listen. Peace will tell you when to be still and courage will tell you when to move. Neither will abandon you, for I have woven them into your steps. Now hear Michael's charge as a seal upon this word. Do not skip this, he says. Do not push away what has finally arrived. Do not defer the answer out of habit. Do not shrink your request out of fear. Stand in your doorway with open hands. The delivery is not fragile, but your willingness must be active. Take hold of what is yours and carry it inside as a keeper of promises. And I, the Lord who loves you without regret and guides you without confusion, place my peace on your brow like cool water, and I declare that your house is a house of good news, that your feet are swift to welcome it, that your heart is soft to believe it, that your mind is sharp to steward it, and that your story from this day reads differently. Not because the world suddenly became gentle, but because you discovered that I had been gentle toward you all along. Step forward now, and let your life agree with me. The next stretch of road will feel like music you forgot the words to but suddenly remember, and as you hum along, you will realize that the rhythm is grace and the chorus is, "It is done," and you will laugh, really laugh, because hope does that to a human face, and you will say, "This time, I didn't skip," and heaven will answer, "This time, you came home to the gift I sent," and in that sacred exchange, the promise that hovered will land, the good news will take off its shoes, and your miracle, the one carrying your name, will stand smiling in your doorway. my voice. I have watched you read so many words and passed them by, counting yourself out even while your spirit reached for more. You always skip, you tell yourself you will return later, you promise to open your hands tomorrow, but your tomorrow keeps dissolving into yesterday and your hope falls through the cracks. I am here to repair those cracks. I am here to gather the pieces you thought were too scattered to matter. I am not late. I am not distant. I am not disappointed in you. I am the warmth that rises in you now, the quiet that settles over your chest, the light that moves across the floor of your house as morning advances. I am the nearness you have asked for in the language of tears and late-night whispers. Open this fully. Do not try to skip this. It is just for you. I have sent my herald to stand beside you even as you read. Archangel Michael comes forward, mail gleaming, wings like shields over your roof, and he says this to you now: your miracle will happen in 2 minutes after you see this secret. It is only for you. Something good is traveling to your address with the speed of a word spoken in pure faith. Good news is coming to your house. It is not lost in transit, not delayed by old patterns, not intercepted by fear. It has your name, and it has my seal. You have looked for a sign in the clouds. I have written it instead in your breathing, in the way your fingers grow still as you read, in the gentle electricity moving up your spine where worry used to live. This is the hour that turns the page. The secret is not a knot you must untangle, not a code you must break, not a map you must purchase with years of exhaustion. The secret is simple and alive. You are chosen to receive. You have been trained by scarcity to doubt. You have been trained by disappointment to lower your reach. You have been trained by those who could not see your worth to close your own eyes. I am untraining you now. Place your hand over your heart and acknowledge the truth that does not require permission from the past. I want you well, provided for, seen, protected, steady, relieved, restored, and overflowing. You do not owe struggle a lifetime lease. You do not owe pain a room in your house. I am your provider, your defender, your comforter, and your waymaker, and today those names become more than titles, they become movement in your story. 2 minutes is enough time for me to cross every distance. 2 minutes is enough time for me to reroute what belongs to you from every detour where fear once sent it. 2 minutes is enough time for me to take the key of courage and unlock the door you have been knocking on from the wrong side. You have aligned with so many lesser clocks, deadlines that punished you, timetables that humiliated you, alarms that only rang to remind you of what you felt you lacked. I am resetting your time to grace. Your seconds now are seeds. Your minutes are ladders. Your hours are rooms where goodness sits down and refuses to leave. When Archangel Michael stands guard, he does not merely watch, he enforces. He enforces the eviction notice I have issued to fear, shame, confusion, and every invisible thief that tried to live rent-free in your mind. He enforces a perimeter around your intimacies so that your trust is not wasted on those who only visit to collect your light and leave you darker. He enforces the passage of favor through your door, ensuring that opportunities do not fumble at the threshold. If you remember one thing in this moment, remember this: I have not only planned your deliverance, I have arranged your protection while deliverance is being delivered. You will not spend your blessing trying to defend it. You will enjoy it. You asked me quietly, when will it be my turn? It is not only your turn, it is your time. Your life has carried the weight of deferred joy like a stone in a pocket, and the weight has bent your posture in ways you thought were permanent. Feel your shoulders now, they are lowering because I am lifting what you tried to carry alone. I am not ignoring the bills, the messages left unanswered, the ache that wakes you. I am not romanticizing your reality, I am redeeming it. I am not commanding you to smile, I am rearranging the room so that your smile is not a performance but a reflex. The goodness that is coming does not require you to pretend. It will make honesty feel safe again. The miracle I am preparing for you in these minutes does not begin at your front door, it begins inside your beliefs. You will meet favor because you can finally recognize its face. You will receive provision without apologizing to ghosts from your childhood who told you that receiving makes you weak. You will stop buying peace with silence and start living peace with voice. The secret inside this miracle is an authority you have longed for and doubted you possessed. Take it now. Say out loud, in the privacy of your room or under your breath where you sit, words that agree with me: I release what is not mine. I bless what is mine. I welcome what serves my calling. I am worthy because I am loved by the one who is worthy. Your voice is not small to me, it is the sound that opens gates. I know the story behind your sleeplessness, behind the unopened box on the shelf, behind the task you keep dragging from list to list. I know the faces of the people you had to forgive 3 times in the same hour. I know the day you almost shut the door on hope because to hope again felt like a betrayal of your own scars. I was there when you folded the letter and said, maybe someday. I was there when you almost called the number and didn't. I held you when you forgot you were being held. None of it disqualifies you. It makes this moment richer, because salvation tastes sweetest on the tongue that was salted by tears. Good news is coming to your house. It may walk on 2 legs and call you by name, it may arrive in a message timed to the minute you needed it, it may show up in a transfer, an approval, a release, a door once welded shut swinging open on new hinges. It will not be so fragile that one doubt can break it. It will not be so heavy that you need a crowd to lift it. It will be sized for your arms, timed for your day, tailored for your next step. It will honor what you have survived without requiring you to keep surviving that way. You will know it is from me because it will carry the signature of peace, even if it surprises you. My gifts do not need you to bleed to prove they are real. My gifts are real because I am. There were traps set for you that you did not see. That is not your failure, that is evidence of your innocence and evidence of my mercy. Michael has already disarmed what would have turned victory into exhaustion. He has lifted away the counterfeit options that promise quick relief but charge your future with hidden interest. He has stood in doorways you were never meant to cross and said, "Not this one," so that you could arrive at the doorway you were born to walk through. From this day, the corridor you travel will feel clearer. You will waste fewer words, fewer hours, fewer heartbeats. Your discernment is awakening like a room full of lamps finding their power again. Do not be afraid of the size of the blessing you are walking toward. You have been trained to keep your dreams small to fit inside other people's comfort. I am enlarging your tent. I am extending your cords. I am strengthening your stakes. I am not asking permission from those who misread your quiet for weakness. I am not canvassing opinions from those who benefited from your doubt. I am honoring the intention I set over your life before you took your first breath. I am taking the lids off the jars where others tried to store your potential. I am scattering the labels that never fit. I am giving you your full name back, the one whispered over you in the language of eternity, the one that means beloved, capable, radiant, purposeful, protected. You have felt alone in rooms crowded with people. You have felt invisible in moments when you were most faithful. You have given when it cost you sleep, thanked when it cost you pride, stayed when leaving would have been easier, left when staying would have been a faster way to break yourself. I saw it all, and I kept a separate ledger that does not look like the evaluations of men. Your account with me is not in deficit. You are not behind. You are not too late. You are not too much. You are exactly on time for this unveiling. When you step forward now, it will feel like stepping into shoes that were made for you and broken in by grace. I am addressing the room of your body also. Where tension has built up like a wall of winters, I am sending warmth that melts without flood, softens without drowning. Where your chest has learned the language of alarm, I am teaching it a slower song. Where your mind has rehearsed worst-case scenarios like an actor who never gets a night off, I am calling the play closed. You will not need to scare yourself into readiness. You will not need to injure yourself to prove loyalty. You will move from love, not toward it. You will work from blessing, not for it. You will rest not as an escape from failure but as a celebration of sufficiency. Your nervous system will learn what your spirit already knows: you are safe with me. There is someone you must bless in private. Do not argue with your intuition when it rises like a gentle tide. Speak blessing without reopening the door you have closed. Blessing is not permission for abuse, it is a declaration that you will not be entangled with bitterness. Bitterness is a poor architect, it builds rooms without windows. Release it, and sunlight will return to the corners of your thought. Forgiveness does not make you naive, it makes you free enough to recognize and enforce new boundaries without carrying the old fire in your hands. Michael stands beside you as you speak this blessing. His sword is not against flesh and blood but against the shadows that try to use those faces to reach you. Prepare a small place in your home today, even if it is only a corner of a table or a folded cloth on a chair. Put there something that symbolizes hope to you, something honest and simple. This is not superstition, this is cooperation. When you make room for goodness, goodness does not have to stand outside knocking while you search for a space. When the call comes, when the message arrives, when the doorbell rings, you will already have a place to set the package down and breathe. I delight in meeting the faith that clears a little space. I am already filling it. You have carried questions about livelihood, about calling, about the path you should take that does not fracture your soul to pay for the next day. I am not small in the marketplace. I am not absent from contracts, from interviews, from meetings, from signatures. Watch how I will guide your hand to the line that needs your name. Watch how I will bring you in front of the faces that see you accurately. Watch how I will turn "maybe later" into "now is perfect." There will be tests, but they will be the kind that confirm what you already carry, not the kind designed to humiliate you for what you could never have known. You will not lose yourself to find provision, you will find more of yourself as provision finds you. Today, when you feel a small nudge that does not sound like worry, follow it. Send the message. Place the call. Step outside and let your face feel the light. Drink water like a promise. Eat in a way that honors your body instead of punishing it for being tired. Throw away the thing that keeps your past echoing. Keep the small promise to yourself that you have delayed. These are not random actions, they are doors. Walk through them, and notice how the hallway widens. I am also addressing the relational knot that has sat in your chest like a question mark. I am not asking you to chase what runs from truth. I am not asking you to perform to keep love. Real love will not hold you hostage. Real love will listen without rewriting your sentences. Real love will tell the truth without using it as a weapon. I will either restore what can be restored with mutual humility, or I will release you cleanly from what refuses restoration. Either way, peace is your portion. Either way, dignity is your clothing. Either way, your home will be a place where laughter is not nervous. You will not feel like a guest in your own life. Some of what I am doing today you will notice immediately. Some of it will seed itself into your routines and begin to bloom in a week, a month, a season. Do not despise the small sprout because you cannot yet see the tree. Water it with gratitude. Protect it with wise choices. Let it be ordinary and miraculous at once. You are not entering a performance, you are entering a rhythm. I will keep pace with you. When you need to move, I will be the wind at your back. When you need to be still, I will be the hand on your